Yes, sir. Jamaica is on track for a record-breaking 5 million visitors in this year, 2025. What strategic moves do you believe have most successfully positioned Jamaica as a leader in Caribbean tourism growth?
Well, firstly, air connectivity is at the heart of the ability to move traffic. And Jamaica has been able to secure a level of partnership with our airlines that now makes us the most connected destination in the Caribbean. So anywhere in the United States, which is our main market,
Mhm.
that you live and you wish to visit Jamaica, you have an opportunity because we are connected with all the hubs and spokes
There you
within
go.
the area. The UK, very well connected. All the major airlines out of the United Kingdom fly into Jamaica. Um, Europe, the rest of Europe, reasonably well connected. And now South America is becoming highly connected. Now, our new frontier is the Middle East, is the GCC countries. And so we are in negotiations with the big airlines, the Emirates, the Qatars, the Saudias, and so on, and the Turkish airlines, so as to enable that level of connectivity to be had from this part of the world.
There you
So
go.
the second critical reason that we have this growth is the people, actually.
Yeah.
The people are the most iconic attraction of all. The friendliness of the people, the infectiousness of their personality, and the fact that I believe and we know Jamaicans have hospitality in our DNA.
There you go.
We are a really truly friendly people, and that I think has resulted from this confluence of cultures and ethnicity that have defined the Jamaican culture over the years. We are out of many one people. You will find almost every and any nationality in Jamaica. So we feel in so many ways that a little piece of the world is there in Jamaica waiting to be connected.
That's
So
nice to hear.
yeah,
A piece of the world in Jamaica. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Going to the blue ocean strategy, it puts sustainability at the heart of Jamaica's tourism future. Can you share specific initiatives that are helping the island evolve into a global model for eco luxury travel?
Yeah. Well, to begin with, we are of the view that we can't compete in the bloody ocean
Okay.
because too many fish are in that ocean fighting and struggling.
There you go.
So this is why we talk about the blue ocean. We go to the deep, where the catch is less but more significant. So essentially, what Jamaica tries to do is to create experiences that are unique and that gives us comparative advantage.
Hmm.
So that's the strategy of the blue ocean that we pursue. We go to find new, exciting, and unique features that defines Jamaica and separates us from the rest of the market.
Yeah. Sir, with AI and digital concierge services now enhancing visitor experience, how is Jamaica using smart technology to create more, yeah, as you mentioned earlier, personalized, seamless journeys for today's increasingly
Right.
discerning travelers?
So we start with the points of entry into the country, the airports, making the airports more seamless. We're utilizing facial recognition. We utilize digital uh, applications that remove paper and to enable the use of barcodes and these kinds of cognitive systems that enable easier penetration and access in our destination. The uh, communication systems that we have, the connectivity engagements through the digital technology is enabling us to know more about our guests who are coming And so we are able to offer them more that satisfies what their needs are and to fulfill their curiosity.
But
Um,
then, I'm sorry.
and then to utilize AI in terms of enabling better connectivity,
Mhm.
a better marketing reach to strengthen our ability to tell the message of Jamaica, to give the news about Jamaica, and to reach the varying demographics,
Mm.
but also to use analytics to identify where we should go and how to optimize our resources.
Like the behavior, the
The
trends,
trends, the
and
behavior,
yeah.
what the market is saying,
Uh-huh.
what are the new markets and where they are, and what are the new demographics that are emerging,
Yeah.
and more importantly, what are the profiles of those demographics. So we have to use digital technology to assist us in identifying the psychographic profiles of the market.
And going to demographics, we're seeing a clear push toward high-end luxury tourism on the island. From the Sandals, Duns River, reopening to boutique villa expansions. How and you mentioned towers being constructed, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
the price point was in the millions. How is Jamaica balancing this upscale growth with maintaining the authentic cultural charm of the island?
So Jamaica began tourism as what is defined as the playground for the rich and famous. That's how Jamaica's tourism was
Oh, in the first place,
identified
to begin
when we
with.
began
Yeah.
in the 40s and 50s. So what we have evolved into is a strong tourism economy where the need for a critical mass
Yeah.
to enable a level of consumption that drives investment and creates jobs and provide revenue for the country. So we are there now. We are 3 million stopover and 1.5 million crews. So we are 4.5 million out of the five that we talked about. That is our objective.
Uh-huh.
So what that has done is to put Jamaica at a position where it is now attractive to bigger investors
Mm.
and larger partners
Mm.
because we have the critical mass to enable a good return on their investment and the balance of population to tourists.
Very good.
So the ratio is now 1 to 1.
Really?
So you have one visitor to
One
one
resident
local,
islander.
and
Yeah.
that's what we call the inflection point that you have reached. So now you can pivot into luxury again
Yeah.
to have lower volume but higher return.
Vertical. Yeah.
So the density is low, but the return is
Right.
high.
Yeah. Very smart. Last question, sir. So looking beyond this year, looking beyond 2025, what is your vision for the next chapter of Jamaica's tourism, especially in ensuring that growth is inclusive, resilient, and authentically Jamaican in all levels?
Right. So the number one uh, concern for us is to build our human capital,
Yeah.
is to expand the scope of creativity within our human community,
Mm-hmm.
to enable a greater knowledge of what the cognitive systems are all about and how to manipulate them and how to create greater efficiencies in the delivery of the tourism experience. To also be able to create new and exciting experiences
Mm-hmm.
to respond to the profiles of the market that are now emerging in a more dynamic way, where new economies are emerging with
Yeah.
different requirements, with different tastes, with different desires, with different passions.
Digital nomads, for instance.
Exactly. So we now have to build products around those passion points. And so to train and to professionalize the industry is at the heart of enabling us to be resilient and to be responsible.